Wednesday night. Wednesday night live. What's up? 8 mag stacked chest rigs. New stockings. Your two options right now are multicam black red and OD black. Rallymans with pistols. All you guys putting together rifle kits and such, Rallymans with pistols. I also have Rallymans without pistols. Here's some wallets, some bifold wallets that I did tonight. These are for orders. Here's two that I was playing with. That is embossed leather, as is this one. Out on the floor currently. More 8 mag stacked chest rigs running. These are all H sets for 8 mag stacked chest rigs. More 8 mags back there, here, and here. There's a chunk of 8 mags running. Here are day packs. I believe these are black day packs. That's what those will be, black day packs. Clothes bags, multicam, orange thread, mediums. There's probably 20 there. Multicam black clothes bags, toxic thread, mediums. Not sure what's up with that. 6x6 utilities, orange. 6x6 zippered utilities. Somebody ordered that custom, I would assume. If there's something you want to look at, shout it out. We'll go check it out. Some piece of gear you want to see more in depth, let me know. We can look at that also. We did a bunch of belt keepers, or I'm sorry, belt attachments. For you guys that are not aware, modular gear, we have these slots on the back. You use malice clips to attach them. If you wanted to put this on a belt, you would use a set of belt attachments. This is a Rallyman pouch. This pouch will carry 3 M4 mags. It'll carry 3 M4 mags this way. You can put them this way too. It'll carry 2 308 mags this way, or 2 AK mags. And this lid adjusts all the way down inside there so that you can run 40 round 5.56 mags, just like so, or 25 round 308. Now, if you're running shorter 308 mags, like the old school 20s, you can put this further down, and the reason that adjusts so much is so that you can still have a full 3-inch contact on this Velcro, and you can still get height adjustment out of the Velcro, and then also you have the secondary of the Fastex right there. So that is the Rallyman. I've got them in woodland, I've got them in multicam, I've got them in OD, I have them with pistols, I have them without pistols, and if you just want dedicated belt attachment, we make them with a bigger belt attachment on there as well. This right here will be refused and sent back. This means that whoever sewed it did not properly do their job, and whoever I paid to quality control it did not also do their job. So, what's up, Kevin? Zio, what's up? Matt Christopher, Chewy, Clever, how are we? Todd John, Homestead, what's up? Hamster, Simmerwell, Kiri, hello Kiri, James Young, Ian, Webdad, Seaside, and at the very top, Kevin Timmer. What's going on, guys? How are we? Hey, bud, I just got done watching the sea bag build. That was awesome. Could you do a fupa bag I'm guessing you mean same way. I saw my old man's, I have my old man. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we can. We can definitely do a fupa out of it. We were talking about that tonight, actually, Brandel and I. These are some stencils we're working on for a few different things. Doesn't really flop like Mylar, but I think it's Mylar. Yeah, we're going to do a covert bag. We're going to do a fupa. There was something else we were going to do too out of those. Keith, what's up? Mycon, hey, what's up? I see Chuck saying Matt, but I don't see Matt on here. I'm missing some comments. Let me switch over to live chat. Lead on Steel, what's up? Gary, what's up? Jungle Kit, only made of the sea bag material, would be kick-ass throwback to Green Alice gear. It would. I would still want to line it up with Cordura inside. Ever make the Rallyman with only Fastex, no Velcro? We used to. Yeah, we used to do Velcro or Fastex. It was not a combination in the early days. Matt Christopher. Oh, Matt, duh. No shit. I even said, what's up, Matt Christopher? WebDad, Rallyman. Yeah, guys, do the free thing. There's 58 of you on here, and there are only 25 thumbs up on here currently. All you have to do is double tap your screen on most devices. There is OD Black Christmas stocking. Those are made, ready to ship. They can ship tomorrow morning. Get them now while you can. Dig the laser. Yeah, it's neat. It had, like, that's what I bought it. I really bought the laser to do this with, right? For fashion, not so much for function. We did a Pulling the Thread podcast today. Scully and I recorded, and then we did a question and answer today also. What rig are you wearing when everything... It depends, right? It always depends, man. What are you carrying? It depends. When does everything go to shit? Are we in a vehicle? Is it everything really on shit? Everything's shooting and everything's fire and smoke? Or is it still kind of covert? Things have gone to shit. The power's out, right? Vehicles don't run perhaps, but it still has a law enforcement presence. It depends. Like, without rule of law, fucking heavy. Caswell, what's up? If I email, is there a way I could send a bag for food? Yeah, Henry, you can, man. Are you on Instagram? If you're on, because I get fucking hundreds of emails a day. If you're on Instagram, send me a DM, a DM on Instagram. That'd be the most direct. Just send it to, John Willis's account, or SOE Tactical, I guess is what my account there is. William S., what's up? Got order confirmation today and shipping notice. Yeah, we shipped a lot of stuff out today. A lot of, like, the Forerunner was completely stuffed full when it went to the post office. Berkeley is going to lose their Fed money soon. I think a lot of places are, man. I think fucking New York's going to lose their Fed money. Good. Good. Would you make a Velcro-backed triple rifle mag placard that'll fit on a covert rig? Yeah, just for right now, Kevin, order one of the 3 mag shingles, the triple rifle mag, and we will put Velcro on the back of that. Which will probably be better anyways than just Velcro, because it'll have some rigidity back there so that it will mount. Brandel, what's up, man? I take you're not home yet, right? Apologies, stupid question. Is it time? It's time I upgrade past a micro rig. Are there video breakdowns? Different rigs have to do be built piece by different rigs that have to be built piece by piece. Clever. There's a good rifleman kit video or jungle rig video. Search both of those on this YouTube channel. You'll see it. It's got Jeff and Cody, and I think there's a couple other dudes in the video in the kit. You can see them with different, guns that it works with, different rifles. But then there's also breakdowns as to how Scully will load it and carry his, and then the concepts of, building it as well. Getting a hot dog. Another guy. How many fucking hot dog rollers are you going to have? You're out of counter space, motherfucker. Good evening. Finally got the front end back together on my S10 Blazer. Pitman arm was a bit short. Yeah, they make a tool for that, right? and we never want to buy the tool, but they make a tool for that. Like, I've done all kinds of shit without the tool because I didn't know the tool existed, couldn't afford the tool, you know, shit like that. How do I keep all my patterns and templates organized? A few ways. Number one, they're not organized. Horizontal file cabinets. These are blueprint or artist file cabinets. So that, for instance, the really big ones are over here on the side. There is kind of a template as to what's in those drawers there, although it makes no sense. We've had dipshits over the last couple years. Like, you got wallet, but then the other wallet's over here. It makes no fucking sense. We need to pull everything out and just put it where I think it should go. And then I've got books right here. You got tactical shit, belt slings, micro rigs, pouches. These are basically chest rigs and magazine if it takes bullets. There's another one if it takes batteries. And in theory, you find that pouch there, and it shows you drawer cabinet book. But we've started taking, when you pull the patterns, the cut list will be on the pattern, so you don't even have to pull the book, but you could cross-reference them both ways, forward, backwards. And then this is what I used for years. Before I had any of that other shit, these are how, this bin here and these patterns have been in this bin here for 25 years now, probably. Regenerative Orchards, what's up, buddy? Shotgun, what's up? Timber. Yeah, you need a blueprint cabinet. Yeah, and you can find, these are all over Marketplace. Evan, Radio Made Easy, had a couple of these for me, and we just never could link up. Something would happen when he was on his way down, and I think he ended up just dumping them or giving them away local or something. But you can buy these. And that stack right there, I think I paid $600 for that, which I was stoked on. I've seen a stack of 5 drawers like this for several $100s, and then I've seen stacks like that for several $100s. A buddy of mine brought his John Deere 35 Mini X to do some small cleanup projects and pull stump. Yeah, they're super handy, man. Super, super nice. And the 35 is even a little underpowered, depending on the stump, right? But if you got an excavator with a thumb, holy shit, game changer. I enjoyed this Tuesday chat with Jack. Thanks, Rachel Brown. Soon to be computerized. Yeah, what went into the computer today? The day pack's already been in there. The stockings are in there. The modular LBV is in there. And he had a couple other big things that went in there today. Do you have any extra small mesh pockets in stock? I don't know. Very few if we do, which means they're cut someplace probably. Have to resist the sale posting of tall school. Oh, I've got tall school lockers out in the podcast room. And Brandon buys all the lockers. I got a couple of multicam black extra smalls here. We run those things like 48 at a time, and they fly out of here. The thumb was huge. Nice, nice. We had a Komatsu 230 here, originally pulling trees out. And he would pull them out of the ground and smack them on the ground, the root ball, and all the dirt would fall off. Or he would just grab it in the air and shake it and the dirt would fall off. And then he would take that tree and push it on the ground and snap it in half, all the way at the top of the hill. And standing at the front door here on the building, that shockwave would hit your body, and it would literally it was like getting punched when those trees would snap in half with that big excavator. It was like 2 Transformers up there fighting. Jonathan, what's up? Packing to head to Wisconsin. Have a safe trip, dude. You going by yourself? Anybody going with you? Bought a stack of school lockers and renovated his entire basement because of that purchase. Nice. I kind of need an extra small mesh pocket with no mesh. Order your extra small mesh pocket and put in notes that you want it with no mesh, and we'll build a small run of those. We're probably, I don't know when it will happen, but we're going to do some small mesh pockets that are top opening as well as side opening. I am Gumby. What's up? By yourself. Right on. Be safe, bud. USA government is now open. Oh, great. They killed production of the penny. Yeah. Yeah, but this was really about fucking 20% to insurance companies is what this was actually about. Obamacare bullshit. I mean, who doesn't need a small mesh pocket? Yeah. The extra smalls, the only reason I even made the extra small mesh is to go on those side walls in the mini pack. That's really I mean, you can put them other places, but that's where they work. That's why that zipper is on that front side and not the top. Custom Centric, what's up? Yeah, the small mesh pockets for the FOOP are great. Yeah, the government was shut down. Imagine that. They were still up your ass and taking your fucking money. Shot a FN 2000, fully dressed, bullpup design. Does not translate to most of your train. No, of course it doesn't. Try it, Trevor. The government wasn't shut down. They were still able to process taxes. Odd, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They still got paid. It's all for fucking show. And really what it's about is what was happening that was not being focused on while everybody was talking about the government shutdown. Shut down for thee, but not for, yeah. Josh, what's up? The new build video is good. Nice. What were you talking about at 5 minutes? I went back. I meant to go a couple times today, and I never got there. They weren't shut down when I called to send them my money. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. They can certainly take your money. They just won't give you your money. I watched the sweet potato video and looked up about the green potatoes. I got mixed reviews about the solanine. Some say it's safe, others say it's harmful. I'm not sure which to believe. Yeah, I don't know. And is it even, in fact, in a sweet potato? Because a sweet potato is not actually a potato. It's not a nightshade, is it? Are sweet potatoes nightshades? I don't know the answer to that.
I think so.
You think they are?
Maybe.
He said used market, that Mini X, are about 18,000, not too. Yeah, and what are we getting for 18, Matt? Like, that's an open cab, right? That's not a closed cab, air conditioning, heating, and the such? Or is it, in fact? I own a John Deere tractor, a very old diesel four-wheel drive. I will never fucking buy a John Deere product. Unless maybe it's something old. I will never buy a modern John Deere product ever. Sweet potatoes are the devil. Why are sweet potatoes the devil, man? Good calorie crop, fibrous carbs, right? So not starchy. Closed cab thumb, nice, good. Yeah, if you got market support for it, man. Some people are very sensitive to the toxins. Sweet potatoes are not. Solenici. The talking heads on YouTube Finance are saying Bitcoin will crash before the dollar. I call bullshit. What do you think? I would question where all those talking heads, like what product are they selling? SOE whiskey or use those potatoes to make SOE vodka? I think it's just the orange. Oh, you don't care for them because they're orange? Sweet potatoes are better for diabetes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Beta carotene, maybe? I don't know. Am I the only one who wished the government state? Yeah, I wish the government would just fucking cease to fucking exist. When problems arise, let motherfuckers handle their. You know why people. You know why there's crime? Because people who would defend themselves from crime are punished more so than the criminal. Because you need the fabrication, you need the misbelief that you need the government. People could handle their own shit. Roads would be paved, probably better than they are. What are you hearing? I'm not hearing anything on the silver market, but I haven't paid attention to anything in days. What is out there on the silver market? Orange fries from sweet potato healthier than russet? Yes, I believe they are. You don't have the insulin spike like that. Duck fat sweet potato, oh, that'd be fucking great with some nice ground sea salt or rock salt. Sweet potatoes are the bomb. Simple sugar food. Yep. They're not simple sugar. They are not the same as just fucking pure cane sugar and corn syrup. Number one, sweet potato fries, baked light oil spray. Yeah, I haven't even pulled. I've got a bed. The cold just killed all the vines in the raised beds. So we'll pull those. Maybe we'll pull those tomorrow and get those out of the ground. All the leaves are off of all of my figs. All of my grapes are toasty dead. The cold really just wiped everything out. The strawberries are still look good. The tomatoes have all turned black. We're ready to pull all the tomatoes out. We'll strip some of the beds. All the figs are in the greenhouse. We're putting together raised beds. I think tomorrow we're finishing up. We'll finish up at least a dozen raised beds, and then we will build over in the next few weeks. I intend to build at least 24 more raised beds, and we're building them in a manner that we can move them with the forks of a skid steer. They are built out of 2x6s and 2x8s and 4x4 verticals. They have 2x6 slats in the floor, and then we're using a pond liner material where the dirt contact is. Ice in the morning? Not here. What do you think about those Epstein emails that came out today? I didn't see them. Tell me about them. Also, have you heard of Whitney? Yeah, I talked about Whitney Webb yesterday, as a matter of fact. Definitely suggest watching a few of her. Yeah, Whitney Webb. She says a lot. Yeah. Really Graceful is another one worth watching, more like conspiracy theory stuff. When your gear isn't all matchy match, what kind of paint lasts the best? It doesn't matter about lasting. Just dust it. It's about knocking off the shine. When it comes time to really need that shit, just put it in natural dirt, natural dust, natural terrain. Get a little mud on it, get a little dust on it. It'll take on those colors. It's just about knocking the shine off. You can buy all kinds of fancy camouflage paint and shit. The truth is, buy the fucking 99-cent paint, if it even still exists anymore. We used to dust everything with primer, a red primer, which is a rust color primer, a black primer, and a tan primer. And I also used a paint called Nutmeg a lot, like when we were doing shit out in Arizona and Las Vegas a lot. Yeah, rub some dirt on it's the real answer. What do I have in Winter Garden? I don't have shit in Winter Garden. I do have a bunch of jalapenos still. As soon as it cooled down, everything started growing again. But right now, I have sweet potatoes that need to be pulled out. And I really think that the sweet potatoes in the shitty dirt did way better than the sweet potatoes in the raised beds that had way better soil in them. Reminds me of the MASH episode when someone washed the Jeeps and made them shiny. Yeah, my dad used to watch. I remember watching that as a kid. The more mismatched and dirty the gear, the more I trust what you're saying. Yeah. Report from the garden. The onions took and are doing great. However, Every single one of the 50 garlic we planted did not take, and we planted new ones today. What do you think happened? Ammo can liners. I have a few ammo can liners. We'll go up there in a minute and look at them. If there's something you want specific, Matt, we can do a small run of them. John, consider fabric raised beds, 4 feet wide on pallets for easy moving. Yeah, they just don't look pretty, man. I want all, and I'm not opposed to fabric bags. I actually bought a lot of grow bags when you told me about them. And Cody used some grow bags. He did a few things in grow bags over at his place. Normal potatoes seem to grow best just in black garbage bags and composted manure. I am of the belief that potatoes will grow anywhere. I can grow them in straw. I can grow them in piles of dirt on the ground. I can grow them in wire, like fencing wire with just straw and soil or manure in there. Hardest working man in SOE business. I think I'm harder working than most people not in the SOE business or in the SOE business. Buckets, yeah, buckets. Yep, buckets. We've done all of that for potatoes. Favorite camping tip, I'd say, is use a pool noodle for a seat. Oh, on your 5-gallon buckets, yeah. Do you ever compost with chicken manure? I have a lot of chicken manure, and inevitably it ends up composted. I do not use chicken manure for the garden because I have so much rabbit manure. We have just so much rabbit manure. When I just do a clean out, I need to do a clean out just on one of the rabbit sheds. And I mean, I'm going to have a 10-foot by 10-foot pile that's probably 4 feet high at peak. And within a few weeks, it'll just be down. But rabbit manure, you don't have to compost it. You can just directly use it. Yeah, chicken manure is hot. Absolutely. You have to compost it. Do you ever miss the old house on the water? I don't, Matt. We were never at the old house other than sleeping there. Like, we never spent a day there. We never even made breakfast at the house. At the lake. Yeah, Amanda misses the view. The storms were cool. But even on Christmas or Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, we always got up and left. Plus, with me driving to and from, Amanda driving to and from, Cody driving to and from, we were at over like 2 man hours out of every day just in travel time. With a helicopter, we could have literally been there in 5 minutes. But because of the way around, you know, it took fucking 35 minutes almost to get there and back.
And you gotta drive on that skinny road.
Is that where you do the drive home vlog? I used to, yeah. Yeah. I've not done a fucking live video in a vehicle in forever. It seems like the internet used to work better, and it doesn't now. Did you catch the Martian video where it grows potatoes on Mars? I don't think I ever watched that. I think I saw like minutes of it here and there. I don't know why I saw it. Buddy's been growing pygmy date palms for years in a greenhouse. Finally got them to fruit. That's cool. We got a dude one town over that has guava, papaya, lemons, limes, and bananas in a greenhouse that actually he gets fruit off of. Anybody catch the harp show? Are we talking about the lights? Other than the nylon and cordura, what is your favorite material to work with? I don't know. I did a couple leather wallets tonight. They smell great. Did a couple of these. Lights in Arizona. Yeah, Brandel had lights. Scully said he had lights at their place. Ever attempt to grow indoor friendly citrus? Nah. Like, growing citrus here is just fucking stupid. Could we do it? Yes. But the amount of work and effort that it would take to produce a couple of oranges or lemons or limes, fucking not worth it. Seen the real thing above the Arctic Circle? Definitely not that I'm sure. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. Oh yeah? Yeah, right. Tarping citrus from frost. Yeah, tarping, just cutting fucking figs and mulching them. Stun, sheer total utter neglect. My wife likes potatoes in buckets in the basement during the winter. Can we make a RF protected wallet? No. You can. Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket? No. Oh, you did say can you? No. You have plenty of options out there, man. You need an RF protected wallet. I am sure that you already have one. Still haven't seen Northern Lights. Is there a trick to what photo mode? Apparently, you can just physically see it here in Tennessee. Citrus and figs, fantastic down south. Yeah, our figs do good. We get a lot of figs. Epstein update, the new email is an old one that was redacted to hide victim names. The victim had already testified. Trump never touched her. Nothing Burger version 8.5. Any interest in collecting old vintage Coca-Cola machines? No. Neon signs are fucking cool. All like porcelain signs are really cool. I actually have a pharmacy sign I got for Amanda maybe a year ago. We pulled out of the podcast room today. I think is that in your building now? I meant to hang it up and I just never got to it.
Where are you going to hang it up at?
Outside of your building on the sidewall where it can be seen. You can see it in Iowa depending on what part of the state you were in, kind of hard where I was. I was looking over Amanda's salves. Is pine tar salve the best choice for eczema?
It's good for it, yep.
It's good for it.
That one in comfrey. Comfrey helps with cell turnover.
Comfrey helps with cell turnover. Naked eye, but apparently the phone makes it more apparent. Brandel had a fucking beautiful picture on his phone. I didn't take into consideration it was through the phone. Vince, what's up? I used to work at a neon shop for a year or so. Pretty cool. Yeah, I had a customer whose wife's father had a neon sign company, and they made a really cool sign, neon sign, said special operations equipment. Do you know when Amanda's merchandise going to get restocked? I don't know. The real answer is I do not have time for Amanda to make her product because I need Amanda's time in this business. Allegedly, the aurora was visible here in Chicago. Is the soap pine tar heavy? I don't know where she went. Use night mode. Hey, Oki, what's up, dude? Use night mode on cell phones. If using DSLR, wide open aperture, 1 second shutter, keeps at under 400 unless using a full frame. Pain salve over all the other bombs. The pain salve works fucking, and the high concentration pain salve, holy shit. Call them Halloween bags. If this dies, give me a second, I'll reboot it. Ammo can liner bags. Highlander, Typhon. Highlander and Typhon. Order 2 toiletry bags. Thanks for showing the colors. Did they ship? Did they leave already? Great pics of the Northern Lights. Nice. Cooling muscle rub on order now. Right on. Is there a code or anything else with it? I'm sure she has it. Custom centric. You don't know? Did you just haven't looked at email? You would have got tracking if it had shipped. I pulled a bunch of orders this morning that had toiletries in it. Yeah, 50-year mortgage. How about a 10-year car note? Sound fucking awesome. You know what mortgage mean? You know what mortgage means? Till death. Mortgage. Till death is what mortgage means. Orange multicam combo is it is, yeah, and you don't see it far. Like you see it, it's nice, but at distance, like 10 feet away, you don't see the orange. Purple cat, yeah, you're waiting on the free thing. $399 for 120 months. 2005 Ultima. How about or a Charger? How about a Hellcat? Meow. Sure, there's a lot of tax advantages. Absolutely. I heard Gavin Newsom is talking 60% of all California Christmas presents. 60% of all California Christmas presents. All these long notes, debt slavery, might as well be a renter. Then again, that is what they want. Large scale African riot. Actual Africans. How about Sudan? Can't wait for 25-year car terms so I can finally get a GT3 RS and fucking wreck it day one. Yeah, if they can get you to sign, they'll keep doing it, absolutely. When TJ said the government will concentrate your marriage with your 50, yeah. Concentrate your marriage, yep. Radio made easy, what's up? And DoorDash debt for karma. You'll own nothing, you'll be happy. You live in a pod, you'll eat the bugs, you'll own nothing, you'll be happy. Crossbones, what's up, dude? Evan, what's going on? You know, if people just practice good maintenance on their cars, they might last that. They won't. No, even if you maintain them, they don't last that. They just don't, man. They make them not to last that long. Gavin's former chief of staff got caught funneling $250,000 to private accounts. Federal money sources left over from Gavin's campaign. They just arrested the mayor, the comptroller, and the comptroller's wife in Murray, Kentucky here, like 30 minutes from here, for over $260,000. Arrested in jail. Middle of nowhere looking at Northern Lights, right on. You're driving a 2008 LX, nice. Those new fucking Lexuses are nice. Bet Josh can make cricket loaf taste good. $198,000 for a Hellcat Black Ghost. Is that real? Is that what those cost? $175,000 out of the new car I bought. Lasted 15 years. Gonna learn to use a drain auger tomorrow. Kids put something down the drain. Hours of plunging has done nothing. A lot. You can get cameras on those. You can run a camera down in there. There are different augers. There's augers with cutters and such on them. We've got the bigger one. I think we have, I want to say we have 200 feet of cable on our auger. I might be wrong on that. We got one of the big blue ones. Very heavy. Has a motor. Plugs in. 78 F-250. Anything break? Yeah, I was seriously thinking I'm going to pull the Suburban out and get it warmed up and running. See what's up with it. It's sat for a long time. I made it 36 years never needing one. Yeah. Until you do. Some semi-trucks last for a while with maintenance. My truck has, what does that say? 1 million? 1,086,692. Big Goose, what up? Boiled Goose. Chevy Colorado. Great Christmas tree hunt. For you that don't know, Matt buys a Christmas tree that should be in the White House and then cuts enough off the top to where the bottom will fit in his house. Are we going to be doing expeditionary hoodies? We will. Yeah, we will be. We're probably doing a hoodie before the expeditionary hoodie. All my rides are carbureted, older than me. Yeah, that's good. They can't turn that shit off on you. Trading the Porsche for wood chipper? Nah, I'll keep the Porsches. 12 Val Cummins, everything. Yep. I got that 5.9. Skulls asked me when the purge kicks off and we're eating long pig what my specialty will be, and I told him foot meat. He was impressed. I had a game plan. I remember hearing the conversation. I heard about foot meat for months. All right, guys, I'm about to jump off of here. It's been a very long, it didn't feel long. It went pretty quick, but I've been running since about 3:30 this morning. My mom's friend bought a Chevy van new, put over 1 million miles on it. I wish I was around for Josh days. I wish you were too, man. I wish you were around now. I wish Josh was around now. Were you up at 2:30? I got a message from you this morning at 2:30, Evan. But then when I messaged you at like 4, I didn't hear back from you for a very long time. "12-foot tree, 8 foot wide. Cut the tree 8 foot tall. Donate the top to a friend." Nice. Nice.
Sounds like the fan on my computer finally stopped buzzing.
Is that good or bad?
It's fucking going crazy for a few minutes now. My memory is full.
I was up at 4:30 East. Got it.
499 gigabytes.
Fun chef question. If you had to eat a baby, from which country would you choose its origin? All right, guys. Well, some babies are not as human as others from other places. All right, good night, guys. Ideal truck be a Ford with a Cummins and a G 6-speed. Yeah, that's the dream truck, right? Like a Ford Expedition, but with a 5.9. Tennessee 3 hours ahead of Cali. 2 hours. We're Central Time, right? Look at all them day packs. Stacks of day packs. $9.99. Yep. All right, guys. Good night.